well charge my fucking headphones while I'm sitting here. Okay, want to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello, we're back. This is Cantina Radio. This is James talking at you. We're missing a person. We don't got Tiernan today, but that's okay. Joined by my best friend Patrick Bard. What's up, man?
Hello. Not much. Not much at
Yeah,
all.
very good. That's no news is good news sort of situation. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sometimes it's the
Very nice.
best.
Awesome. Well, in lieu of a little surprise topic here, I kind of wanted to more so, and you're welcome to follow suit if you got anything, and it'll sort of lead into our conversation as well. But I think I wanted to give a little recommendation because I recently saw something on Netflix that I think everybody should watch because it's super good. Um, if you are a fan or have ever seen, and he's a huge YouTube and internet star, so you've probably at least heard of him. But Bo Burnham just made a new Netflix special called Inside, and it's pretty spectacular. He made the whole thing by himself. He was just locked in a room with a bunch of recording and lighting and instrument equipment and all types of stuff, and he made a freaking movie. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Bo Burnham Inside, really good, really funny, really kind of thought provoking, I guess, in a way. Um, Highly recommended.
Okay, James. My favorite part of that special is when he's doing the Jeff Bezos bit, and then he just yells.
Yeah.
All right, so James, what's your favorite part of that special?
My favorite part of that special is actually a song, and I've downloaded the song because I think it sounds so freaking good. That funny feeling, that song, he takes like a little break from being super boisterous and funny and stuff like that, and he kind of breaks down this little song and it's it has like interesting lyrics and fun, like not fun, but like kind of irreverent and thought provoking lyrics at times. But man, the song just sounds good. Like it's legitimately a good song. It was such an off kilter moment for the whole special that I don't know. It stuck in my brain. I really liked the song.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I remember watching that special and just thinking about how good he was at music while he's doing all of this stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bo Burnham is incredibly talented. Like musically, but also just like lyrically, like the guy can write very, very well. And but he is a very talented musician at the same time. It's pretty cool. He's a talented young man.
Nice. Nice. You remember that bit where he's just like thanking the audience for like watching, but he just has a knife in his hand for some reason?
Yes, yes, I do.
It's
Oh my god,
so unnerving,
it
and he
really
doesn't
is.
even do anything.
Uh, I feel like if you haven't seen the special yet, you probably have at least I think there's one specific part of the special that I think has gone viral and has become just sort of this weird little sensation. It's one of the songs. It's called "Welcome to the Internet." And if you want to sort of dabble into it, it's only about 4 or 5 minutes long. Just look up on YouTube "Welcome to the Internet" Bo Burnham, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what this special is all about. And that's kind of for a lot of people, I think that's the highlight of the show. But yeah, really, really good.
Okay, okay. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. Along. So, like I said, it kind of sort of goes into our topic because we don't have anything super specific we're going to be talking about today. Mostly, especially since we're missing we're down a man. We're missing somebody here, so we didn't want to get into anything too important or too thought provoking. But basically, we're just going to catch up on what we've been playing, what we've been enjoying. And Pat, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I can start it.
Go for it.
So I was playing God of War, the new
Yes,
one. I
very nice.
I'm really upset that that game doesn't have like like God of War Midgar or God of War 4, it doesn't have a subtitle. So whenever I say I'm playing that game, I need to clarify that it's not like the OG God of War. That's my
Yeah,
biggest complaint about the game thus far.
that's pretty nitpicky. I think people will understand you if you say God of War 4 because that's basically what it is. Um, but or if you just say the PS4 God of War or something like
But
that.
it's a
But you're right.
lie, James. It's a lie.
But the cake, was that what you mean? Um, well, that's fucking awesome to hear you're playing that. That's a fantastic game. Is this the first time you're playing it? Because it's been out for a few years.
Yes, I think I got it a while ago, but life got in the way or other
I
games
know.
were out.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah, I
fair.
just wasn't able to play it for a while.
Totally fair. All right, cool. Well, hey, good
And
thing you're getting to it now.
and unfortunately, I have also taken a break from it right now because my controller
Oh,
has really bad drift right now.
dude. So I don't know what's happening because I have had two controllers now that have had drift problems. A buddy of mine was saying that Sony got like not necessarily like a recall or anything, but somebody tried to sue them or something like that for these problems with the controllers. I have the 500 million special edition PS4 Pro, and that controller, while I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, the right analog stick started drifting like crazy on me, and I couldn't get it to work. So I'm just like, all right, well, whatever, maybe I just have a dud controller. That kind of sucks. So I went out and bought a red controller just because it was all I could find, just to keep playing the game.
Yep,
And I still have my Star Wars themed controller as well, and that thing's working perfectly, luckily. But
naturally,
the red
naturally.
one, yeah, absolutely. The red one is having the same fucking issue. It had that I was still playing Ghost at the time, and it had the same drift problem. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on? So I gotta see if I can, I haven't had that red one for very long, so I still gotta see if I can, like replace that. Like I gotta contact Sony and see if they'll do something about that because it's like a widespread problem.
Dang. Well, I had no idea about that, but
Yeah,
yeah, I've got the same problem. Like my right analog stick, so my people are just like turning. So
yeah,
I was first playing
for
God
the
of
camera
War.
angle.
Yeah, so I just like keep missing my like
Oh
axe
God,
throws, or I'm just like turning too far when I try to hit someone, and it is
yeah.
unbelievably annoying.
I can imagine. Yeah, no, that sounds and God of War. It's not necessarily like a hyper precision game, but like it's enough when you're throwing that axe. It kind of can be, but it's enough of a precision game that would fucking just super annoy me. I think Ghost of Tsushima is even a little bit better of an example because like I'd be riding my horse trying to shoot a bow and arrow, and I would just like drift up into the sky, and it's just like, what the
Oof,
fuck is going on?
oof.
But
Yeah, that
yeah,
sounds awful.
that yeah, I know exactly. I know how you feel. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, so I transitioned from God of War to Mass Effect because Mass Effect
Nice.
came out.
Well,
And then I also had super bad drift in Mass Effect. Like, I got through the entirety of the first game, then I got through most of the second game. I think I'm on Tali's loyalty mission.
the best loyalty
So,
mission.
yeah, so I think I'm almost at the suicide mission.
Yeah, you got to be probably getting pretty close. Hey, so I don't think you've gotten Legion yet, have you?
No.
Okay.
Legion, I'm gonna get right after Tali's loyalty mission because
Yeah.
then I think that's where you can do like two more missions before you start like losing people.
Yeah, well, yes, or before things start to happen. Yeah, so like that's like the last thing you want to do, basically. So you got to make sure that all of your loyalty missions are done. Make sure all your side missions are done. Yeah, because if you waste, if you dawdle and do a bunch of bullshit, people gonna die.
People will die indeed. The stakes are
Yeah,
real. But
it's crazy.
so during Tali's loyalty mission, I got super bad drift again,
Lame.
and Mass Effect was more difficult than God of War to deal with. Just
Yeah, third person shooter. Yeah.
yeah, just I have to be more precise, and if I can't be, it's totally unacceptable.
It's not fun. Yeah.
So then after that, I transitioned. I literally tried to find a game where either the drift wouldn't kick in or the drift was less relevant.
Yeah.
So I bought Persona 5 on sale a while ago. So I was
Yeah, you
playing
mentioned.
that
Yeah.
for a really long time. That is one of the like only games in recent memory that I have put like 100 hours into.
Wow. Yeah, I think I can't even think of a game I've ever put that much time into. I or that's not true. I can think of one. Like I said, and when I say that much time, I mean in one single playthrough. I put because I easily put more than 100 hours into multiple games, like throughout multiple playthroughs. But or like sports games, you can fucking play nonstop, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Um, but like I think Elder Scrolls, Skyrim is the only game I think I put like 103 hours into one playthrough on that game, and I was just like, okay, I'm done, and I never played it again.
Yeah, makes sense to me. That's what Elder Scrolls will
Yeah,
do to you.
fuck yeah.
But yeah, I beat it all the way through. I'm now playing Persona 5 Royal, which is uh, it's basically like Persona 5 with DLC. Atlas, I think, is the developer for that game.
I think
Sells it
that's
as
right.
like a separate game. I think that's
Mm,
kind of their thing. But they say it like couldn't be just DLC added to the game because it's like a almost a totally different game. It's really not. You from what I've seen thus far, you could have had like three separate DLCs and you could definitely have made Persona 5 Royal. But I digress. I'm excited excited to play Persona 5 Royal, excited to get like the full Persona experience.
very nice.
And yeah, just a great game.
Very cool, man. Well, that's awesome. Anything else?
Uh, no, I think that's pretty much all I've been playing lately.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, I'll start with mine. So it definitely Mass Effect. I've been, not shy about talking about that. I beat the first two, and I'm on to Mass Effect 3. I will admit I'm finally starting to get a little fatigue with Mass Effect. Not that I don't still love it; it's amazing, but I'm starting to, there. I got to the point where I'm about maybe 9 hours into Mass Effect 3, and just kind of got to the point where it's just like, okay, I need something different. Like I need something just a little different. Because and I think part of the reason that I didn't quite get that up until now was that Mass Effect 1 and 2 are vastly different in their play styles and like the
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
game they are. I mean, they're still a RPG, but Mass Effect 1 is quite dated at this point, and Mass Effect 2 is starting to feel dated, but not quite as bad. Um, and I think the differences between 2 and 3, as far as gameplay wise, aren't as drastic. So it felt like it's beginning to feel like one very, very, very long game. Um, but that's
gotcha.
okay. Yeah. So
So
I
James, I got a
did
question for you.
go for it.
You did you end up romancing Garrus in that
I did.
playthrough?
I did.
How is that going? So I am playing two. I started to romance Garrus because I wanted the trophy and I didn't know if they'd give me the trophy if I stuck with Liara. But I am
Sure they
finding it
would.
to be very awkward romancing Garrus.
It's a little yeah, it's a little strange. The it's not even worth. I don't want to spoil it for you. Do you care about spoilers?
No, the game
No,
is how old would Mass Effect
that's
2
true.
be?
But if you're in the fucking if you're headed towards it, I didn't want to ruin it for you. The final like scene too is very like it's sweet, but it's not because like I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like a perv here, but like you know could have been more of a sex scene a little bit, like there was not anything really to it at all. Whereas like I remember the first time I played the game, I I think I played Mass Effect 2. I romanced Miranda, and like I mean, dude, you see her in her bra. He takes like her top on, like like all this
Okay.
stuff happens. Garrus is like in like a nice suit, and like not that I want to see Garrus naked, but like
Just see he has like a super weird dick, just
yeah.
like fucking extends out of his body, just wriggling all over.
God, Femship is a freak. But either way, it was just not a lot, and I'm kind of with you. It was a little bit awkward at like at times, and I don't know. It was okay. It's interesting to see Garrison that like like to see his different scenes and stuff like that because like Garrus has always been one of the best characters in the Mass Effect universe, and he was always just like a really good buddy in my games. You know what I mean? Like he was always
Yeah,
just a close friend.
yeah.
So it's cool to see his different lines and his different scenes. But yeah, it didn't. It was almost a little bit of a letdown at the end because like it wasn't. It was a very short scene. There wasn't a lot of payoff.
Okay,
Um, so it's a little. It's okay,
fair,
but I'm
fair.
gonna keep going with it because
I've
it's
just
it's
got
interesting.
one other thing for you.
Yeah.
How is the remake of Mass Effect 3?
I mean, it's good. Like I said, I'm only about 9 hours in. I mean, the gameplay is good. I'm having fun with it. Like I do enjoy it. Um, I like I played. I played Mass Effect 3. This will be my fourth time going through it, and I mean, it definitely looks a little bit better. But like, I don't remember it ever looking really all that bad either. Like that's one of the newer. Other than Andromeda, it's the newest Mass Effect game. So like, it didn't look bad at the time. Still doesn't look bad. It's not great,
Fair.
but it's not bad.
Okay. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Now you may proceed, sir.
Good. Good. So, we recently had like a little party over at my house. You were here. Thanks for coming, by the way. It
Thanks
was for
for
like,
having me,
of,
James.
of course. Um, it was like a little birthday, graduation, blah blah blah, housewarming, blah blah blah. So somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody got me a $50 PlayStation Network card.
Nice.
So I finally used that today, and I bought a game I've been wanting, and we've talked about it on the channel before, and I've been wanting to do it. I bought Returnal for PS5 and
Nice.
have been playing
Nice.
that. Yeah, I literally bought it today, and I've been playing quite a bit of it actually. I've had a decent amount of free time today, so I've been sitting in my room. I've been ignoring my wife, who's very upset with me. and, and having a really good time playing it, and it's very good. I won't get too much into it because like I said, we've talked about it already, but really fun, super good. It's probably as far as PlayStation 5 exclusives, probably the best one out there right now. I can't think of anything better. Um, so yeah, quite good.
Excellent. How does
Other yeah.
how does Returnal's experience compare to like Enter the Gungeon?
So quite different. So I mean, like Enter the Gungeon's gameplay is like yes, they're both roguelikes and they both have like um, procedurally generated levels and stuff like that. Um, Enter the Gungeon is so much more focused on the variety of equipment and guns and like power up, and like level ups that those get you than this game is. This game, I've come across maybe three or four different weapons so far. Not a lot of different abilities. I finally just got the sword that you can get. Now, granted, I've been playing for one day, so like maybe there's more to unlock for sure. I'm sure, obviously there's more to unlock,
Fair,
but
fair.
it's well, and I'm also judging from the Gungeon. I've platinum that game, so like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
also
You
judging
really you
Gungeon.
played that one.
Fuck yeah, I'm judging that one from the point I am now, where I've unlocked everything and I have all. I've got I've got all the characters unlocked and blah blah blah. So it's hard to say. I would say the gameplay on Returnal, and this is no you know knock on Gungeon, but like the gameplay is fucking far above. Like that's what they focused on, like the gameplay. And it's funny because going from Mass Effect 3, which has decent cover-based third person, or yeah, third person shooter mechanics. Like it's decent gameplay. Um, this game is just so fast and so you're moving in this game. Like you're running super quick, you're jumping, you have like a dodge, like a jetpack dodge. Like it's so fast, but also it feels right at the same time. So the gameplay in Returnal is like the main draw, whereas like for Gungeon, it's all the interesting little things about it. Like it's a little bit more subtle in what makes it great. Because like the Gungeon, for example, has all these references to like pop culture and like deep cuts. Some of them, like there's one, and I literally just started reading these books like a few months ago. And I've talked about these on the show as well. But it's by Brandon Sanderson, the Stormlight Archives. There are these, I guess you can call them characters, because some of them are, but it's basically like certain beings. They're like spiritual beings, sort of in the world of that book called Spren.
Okay.
And in the Gungeon, they have a reference to that. You can pick up an item that's called Sprun, so it's like gun and Spren put together. And if you do certain things while you are holding that item, it'll transform into this fucking awesome weapon, which is what certain Spren do in the books. Like it's fucking so cool. So it's very, and like again, like that's such a deep dive cut. Like I had no idea what that was until I started reading these books, and who, these are relatively new books, like not that many people have read them yet. So I don't know. It's very cool, and that's the type of thing that makes Gungeon so much fun and so cool. Whereas like Returnal is just it's a ton of fun to play. It's very eerie and like interesting. It's also much better looking, like graphically. Um, so yeah, different experiences for sure.
Okay.
Hard to say which one I like more.
Well, excellent. Excellent.
Um, and then I think the only other thing I've been playing recently, I've slowly gotten just for the fact that I kind of needed something different, and also it's a very quick, easy thing to pick up and put down. I've recently got back into NHL. Which one do I have? Is it 2020 or I think it's 2020 that I've got NHL, and it's really fun. It's not it's a sports game. It's nothing special, but it's fun and it's a good time. I run some music on my speaker over here and just play a couple games. It's fun.
All right. All right. So
So yeah, not much more to say about
what do you do in the sports games?
it.
Do you try to win the seasons or are you like marketing a team?
Yeah, so you can. So the mode that I play that I've generally liked to play since I was a kid. I used to play a lot of Madden when I was a kid. Is like it's the be a pro mode. So you literally create your own character. Usually I create myself in the game, and you go through the draft and you go through your rookie season, and like you just kind of go through a career as a player, and you only control your player. Like I think with Madden, if I yeah no with Madden it was the same way. Like if I was the running back or something like that, or a wide receiver, I would like run a route, and like if the ball was thrown to me, I'd catch it and I would try to run. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't you don't control the whole team. You just control the one player, and it's the same thing with NHL. Like I just control I'm the center, and I just control my character, and I have to or my character, my player, and I even have to like go to the bench for like shifts because like hockey they're always changing shifts and stuff,
Gotcha.
and it's they make it more fun like than like you're actually just there, like you have to wait for for that, like you can skip to your next shift sort of thing and stuff like that, so like it's a little bit more like interactive and you're not just sort of waiting around all the time. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's a lot of fun. There are a lot of other modes, like you can do like franchise mode, for example, is you're controlling an entire team, like down to where like you're kind of the coach, and you control like trading and stuff like that. And then when it comes down to playing the actual games, it's like you're playing as the whole team, like kind of just like you pick like doing an exhibition game or something like that.
Okay. That's
um
cool. That's cool.
I know that I think in Madden and like the EA sports games, I'm pretty sure they've got like a ultimate team, which is basically like kind of like fantasy sports. I've never done a lot of that, so I don't know a lot of the details on that one, but from what I understand, it's basically like a video game version of like fantasy football or fantasy soccer or something like that.
Okay, cool. Can
But yeah,
you can you win, or is it just something that like you play?
I mean, you can win a game. You can also like like in the mode that I play, like we're going through a season, so like you can get to the Stanley Cup final and win the Stanley Cup, and like you can, they'll award like let's say like if and usually with a video game, your player is gonna fucking destroy the league because that's how the video game works, like it's just kind of geared towards that. And like I'll have like at the end of the season, like usually I'll win the Stanley Cup and they'll award like the person like the most valuable player award will go to most likely me or like the person who scored the most goals or whatever, that type of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean you can win, but you can also like lose the game. You can lose individual games or like you can not make it to the playoffs or something like that. But for the most part, it is something that you just sort of play.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
not like a there's not necessarily like a story mission that you're trying to get to the end of.
You need to survive this season while a deadly assassin's watching your games.
Score a goal tonight.
If
Take it down.
you want to keep your kneecaps,
Oh
you're
god.
gonna take a dive in this game.
What's the fucking Tanya Harding? It sound like Tanya Harding. Holy shit. But yeah,
Jeez.
that's what I've been playing.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Do you got anything you're looking forward to? Or that's on your radar?
Honestly, I don't have too much on my radar because
Yeah, I'm with you.
I need to. So I need to get a PS5 first, and I'm
Sure.
not like 100% sure when that's gonna be possible.
Yeah.
Just because COVID and everything still got everything wrapped up, so it's
Yep.
kind of hard to get. I don't know. It's weird to like look into video games that maybe I can't play, but I
That's
think
fair.
maybe I'm gonna play that new Resident Evil game.
Okay, yeah, no, I know Tierna was saying that one's really good, and I know our old roommate Jason, he loves Resident Evil. They're one of his favorite games. He's been playing it. He said it was good too.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it.
All right, James, you got anything on the radar? On the
There's
back burner?
there's one game that I've been interested in for a while, and it's nice because it's not a it's seems like it'll be relatively short, and it's not like um a full AAA title or anything, so it's also not fully priced. I think they're pricing it at like $40 or something like that. And
Okay.
I'll probably pronounce it wrong. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's that Kena or Kenna game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Pixar movie a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game comes out next month, and I think it's only going to be about $40. And I just saw it when I was looking for Returnal on the PlayStation Store. I saw it on there, and I was just like, "Oh God, is this out already? Like, what the hell?" And I looked at it, and I looked it up online, and it comes out I think August 24th is what I remember seeing. So it's about a month away. And I don't know that game from when I first saw it at E3 when they announced it, like it just looked really interesting and kind of fun and just I like the art style a lot, and I'm hoping it gets good reviews because for $40, like buy a brand new game, I'd be really interested in that thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
But yeah,
excellent.
hopefully in a month I'll get through. I'm not sure how slow I'm gonna go through Mass Effect 3. I love Mass Effect 3 so much. Like my favorite stuff happens in Mass Effect 3. And I do want to keep playing, but like I was playing this morning before I bought Returnal, and I was just like I'm running around the Citadel and I'm like doing all these like little side missions and I'm just like like I'm kind of
Yeah, sure. You're in busy work mode or whatever.
exactly, yeah, that's 100% what it is. And it's very difficult to like, especially because like I know like as long as I get enough like of the major points, like I know I'm gonna be able to like unlock all the endings and like all that shit. So I don't know. I'm gonna do all the shit because it's Mass Effect and I have to, or I will be upset with myself. But I'm just kind of I don't know. I just need a little break from it, and Returnal's been good for that for sure because it's just still a sci-fi game, but it's so different.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
cool.
like games that are like I don't know. I kind of like those games of that style just as palate cleansers.
Yeah,
Also, just games you can step into for a little bit and then,
that's why NHL's been so much fun. Yeah,
yeah.
because I have no problems. Like I put down NHL like I probably played it maybe like 6 or 7 months ago or something like that. I was playing a lot, like every day or every other day. Um, and then like I just out of nowhere put it down because something else was interesting, and I didn't pick it up for months and months, and then I don't know, just started picking it up again. That's a nice thing about games like that. You don't have to. I don't feel guilty about not getting back to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Well, that's kind of I don't know. That sort of concludes it here, man. I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm
Cool,
good.
man. Yeah, yeah. This was just sort of a little nice little short one here, just since the two of us here. But hopefully we'll be back again next week with the three of us. That would be great. It's been a little while. We've all had some kind of shit going on recently, so we've been skipping a couple weeks and things like that, and that's no good. So we're gonna try to get back on track here next week, and we will talk at you then, everybody. But Pat, thanks for hopping on with me. It's been fun talking.
Yeah, James.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, this has been Cantina Radio. We hope you enjoyed. And yeah, like I said, hopefully tune in next week, and we'll all three talk at you. Have a good one.